Hey guys, welcome back to the show. So the 2020-2021 NBA season has finally came to a start, which is a little weird in December, but at this point basketball fans are just happy to see the NBA back in action again. There's been so many great scoring performances, from Luka Doncic recording record numbers on a consistent basis to James Harden recording records as well. The NBA has changed so much in the past decade, and now everyone looks to be a scorer. It's about how many threes you could drain from the farthest distance, and we've seen some of the best scorers perform to the highest caliber. So today's topic is the top 10 scoring performances from the past decade. But before we get into the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. There's been so many great scoring performances by some of the greatest to ever play the game. We can't forget Kobe's great performance on January 22nd, 2006, scoring 81 points against the Toronto Raptors. He shot 28 of 46 from the field and made 18 out of 20 free throws, and also grabbed 6 rebounds. And of course the great Wilt Chamberlain, who holds the record for scoring 100 points in one NBA game. He was so good that he actually scored over 70 points in 5 games, not including his 100-point performance. So before we start the top 10, I want to remind you that these are in no particular order. So at number 10, we have Klay Thompson. In Game 6 of the 2016 Western Conference Finals, Klay was on fire and scored 41 points. The Warriors were coming out of the regular season with the best record in NBA history, but they struggled against KD and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
He's not even squared up yet. He's squared up as he's shooting, and that's the type of face that everybody makes because that was just a nasty, sick jump. Klay Thompson misses 53s in a row. You want him to take...
They were down 3-1, but that didn't stop Klay from doing what he could to save his team from elimination. He recorded and broke the playoff record for making 11 out of 18 three-pointers, and actually the final 3 he sank is what brought the Warriors on top of the game, 104-101. This was a very impressive performance from one of the Splash Brothers, and with his help he helped the Warriors advance to the finals once again. So next at number 9 is James Harden. Harden has always been known for his scoring abilities and has sometimes been criticized for it as well. It's tough to be recognized when the team you play for can't ever get past a certain level, but during the 2017-18 season, he broke multiple records.
Continue, as I said, Harden's going to have a big night offensive throw in another sport. Actually, they've done pretty
Harden dropped a 60-point triple-double against the Orlando Magic, and they won the game. Along with 60 points, he recorded 10 rebounds, 11 assists, and 4 steals, and set a franchise record for the most points scored in a game. Harden usually likes to score from a distance, but most of his scoring came from inside the arc this game. He shot 14 of 16 from inside the arc and 19 of 30 from the field. Also to help secure the bag, he made 17 out of 18 free throws. And with this historic performance, he won his first regular season MVP award.
key to pretty much every game. Ryan Anderson gets off.
Next at number 8 is Carmelo Anthony. Although Carmelo isn't among the top players in the NBA currently, he used to be a scoring machine. In the 2013-14 season, he delivered a performance that could easily put him in the Hall of Fame.
Fewest fast break points in the league. And he still had 2.5 left in the first.
That time he had the mismatch with Sessions.
He scored 62 points on shooting 23 for 35 from the field. He also made 6 out of 11 from beyond the arc and grabbed 13 rebounds. He could have kept raising his numbers, but he was subbed out early in the fourth quarter with more than 7 minutes left in the game. This double-double was definitely one for the books, and this is why it is one of the best scoring performances in the past decade. And next at number 7 is LeBron James. So LeBron is always putting on a show, but in Game 6 of the 2012 Eastern Conference Finals, he played with a chip on his shoulder. LeBron is probably one of the most criticized players in the NBA, and he received a ton of hate for leaving Cleveland and chasing a ring. In his second season at Miami, he had the best game of his career and scored 45 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists. He was focused on finally winning an NBA title and did whatever it took to get one. He shot 73% from the floor, which is absolutely insane. While Bosh and Wade only combined for 24 points, LeBron did what he did best and put the team on his back, finally leading the Heat to defeat OKC in Game 7 of the finals.
Foul as Rondo picks up his first.
And next at number 6 is Kevin Durant. KD has always been an amazing scorer, but in Game 3 of the 2018 NBA Finals, he recorded a double-double, scoring 43 points and grabbing 13 rebounds, and also don't forget the 7 assists. He scored higher than all of the Warriors starters as they combined for only 41 points. He shot 15 of 23 from the field, and with his huge three-pointer at the end of the game, he put the Warriors up 106-102 with 49 seconds left. With this big performance from KD, the Warriors went on to winning their second consecutive title, and KD finally achieved his first ring.
Quickly within 2. Durant, the handle, the crossover, the pull-up.
And next at number 5 is Kyrie Irving. Kyrie scored an unbelievable 57 points against the Spurs on March 12, 2015. The game was forced into overtime, but Kyrie continued to get buckets and scored 11 more points in OT. He hit a clutch 3 with 31 seconds left to go in the game, which put the Cavs up by 3. He shot 20 of 32 from the field and made 7 three-pointers. Who knew this would be possible for someone who was playing on the same team as LeBron James? But this is how good Kyrie is. LeBron always knew Kyrie was something special, but he was happy to see him perform to this level. His 57-point game topped LeBron's 56-point game in a Cavs uniform from 2005.
16-0 last March. They were 4-0 this, and they lose tonight in overtime, and Kyrie Irving with a historic performance.
And next at number 4 is Devin Booker. Devin Booker became the youngest player in NBA history to score 71 points in a game and also broke the franchise record. His 71-point performance is the most ever against the Celtics, which breaks the previous record holder, Elgin Baylor, who scored 64 points in 1959. Some weren't too ecstatic about the performance because towards the end the players would purposely foul him just to see his numbers go up. But nevertheless, this is outstanding for someone who was only 20 years old at the time.
Done this in Boston Garden. Booker runs into Zeller, puts it up, and that's it!
So next at number 3 is Anthony Davis. AD broke the franchise record for the Pelicans and scored 59 points and grabbed 20 rebounds on February 21st, 2016. He went 24 of 34 from the field, made 2 three-pointers, and went 9 out of 10 from the free throw line. He went up against Andre Drummond, who was one of the best centers in the league, but Drummond played off of him and gave him the space that he needed to score.
Anthony Davis with the shot. Man, has he got a sweet stroke.
AD joined Shaq and Chris Webber as the only NBA players to have 50 points and 20 rebounds in a game since 1983. Although the Pelicans struggled even with AD's performances, that never stopped him from being a dominant scorer on the floor at any position. And next at number 2 is Damian Lillard. Before the 2019-2020 NBA season got moved to the bubble, Dame had the game of his career and scored a career-high 61 points against the Golden State Warriors on Martin Luther King Day. Portland defeated the Warriors in OT, winning 129-124.
With a drive and Pascal defense. Here comes the rookie Little.
He broke his own franchise record previously of 60 points against the Nets. Dame has also become the 6th player in NBA history having 3 60-plus point games. More recently, in the bubble, Dame tied his career high, scoring 61 points again, but now against the Mavericks. This performance helped the Portland Trail Blazers enter the playoffs as the number 8 seed.
There's his career high of 60.
And at number 1 is Russell Westbrook. Of course, it's no surprise that Westbrook is on this list. He comes in second for the most triple-doubles under Oscar Robertson, having 146 as of November 2020. On April 2nd, 2019, Westbrook became the second player to ever have 20 points, 20 rebounds, and 21 assists. The only other person to do this was Wilt Chamberlain back in 1968. Westbrook shot 8 for 23 from the field and led the Thunder to a win over the Lakers. And just to exclaim on how impressive Westbrook is, LeBron James only has 94 triple-doubles, and James Harden only has 46. This is such an impressive stat, and even though I only highlighted one, he has tons of them in his career.
Get Russ attacked,
JaVale McGee comes to help. Oh man. And guys.
So these are the top 10 scoring performances from the past decade. There's so many great performances by these elite players, but these are the ones that we thought were worthy of bringing back up. Who's had the best scoring performance in your eyes in the past 10 years? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in to watch today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to click on that like button and subscribe for more. I'll see you next time.